Coffee Talk. How are you doing? Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. And you are the first in. You having a good day? I hope you did. It was a busy day at work, my school. I had a new student that came in here recently trying to get things. Whoops. I forgot to turn off the volume. Sorry. Joseph Moore, welcome. Idaho Garden Girl, welcome. Verna, Vase Place. And the Black Widow. Eddie O'Neill, welcome. Alacanada, welcome Alacanada. Seven in the house with, looks like maybe eight likes. I need to see about my eyes. Probably need to go get some new glasses. So anyway, as I had said before, it was a busy day at work. I'm getting ready for my last, what's called an annual ARD meeting. It's for a new student that came in recently. Been prepping up for that meeting. Today, we did some adjustments to the kid's schedule. My boss, I spoke to my boss this morning. Utah Mike, welcome Utah Mike. And she was in a good mood, and she was telling me, she had sent out an email. She was telling me to get this form that's part of the appraisal process done so she could schedule my summative conference. So I worked on it today and I got it prepped up, and it was basically me talking about goals that I had and how did I feel like what did I do with those goals, and what do I plan on doing, the coming year, So I worked on that. Feel free to drop your link, Alacanada, or anybody else. If you've got a premiere coming up or a live stream or anything you want to talk about, please feel free to mention it. I do not get hurt feelings when somebody does that. I'm here for that. And my channel has been growing again. It started growing. It was stagnant, completely stagnant. Right now I'm at 1,549. I have picked up right at 30 channels in the last few days. So I'm back growing. And hopefully I'll be able to say I'll be doing a 1,600 subscriber giveaway. If you want to qualify for a chance to win a goodie box, And I do send out goodie boxes to people who are very supportive of me, but the goodie box that I normally send out for the subscriber giveaway is a little bit more, a little bit bigger. I usually always put a nice first aid kit in it, which I tend to enhance. So if you'd like to qualify to do that for the drawing, and the way things are going, there may not be that many people in the drawing, so you'll have pretty good odds. Please leave a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5 videos that I release prior to hitting 1600. Now, I go for a while without releasing any, and then I might release 2 or 3 little shorter videos that are not shorts, but they're videos. And you need to make sure that you have left me a like and a supportive comment on each of the last 5. The last subscriber giveaway I did, I had, how many did I have? I think I might have had like maybe 9, 11. Didn't have that many that qualified. The 2 prior to that, I had over 40. You know, 1300 and 1400, I had like 41, 42 people qualified for the drawing. The 1500, less than a dozen. Yoda Vintage Cards. Yoda. I certainly will, Dave. Please let me know or text me when you get your box. You should be getting it Thursday. It might come in a day early, it might come in a day late, but you should get it by the end of the week. It'll take a load off my mind to know that you got your box. My friend Dave from Georgia, his new iteration is Yoda Vintage Cards. I've known Dave for going on about a year. We're YouTube friends. We've texted, we've talked, we've sent each other gift boxes. And he is from my ancestral home state of my father's family, Georgia. As a matter of fact, he was living in a suburb of Atlanta, probably 15 minutes from where my Uncle Howard used to live, that I used to go back there and visit and stay with him periodically. So it would have been possibly 20 years back or so. Maybe I run into him someplace and we didn't recognize each other. But he's living now down in South Georgia, which is where my father grew up. He's down southern, western Georgia, I believe. And very good man, very knowledgeable about YouTube, very knowledgeable about cards. He collects cards. He's very good guy. If you are not subscribed to Yoda Vintage Cards, please help him get those last 9 subscribers that he needs. If you've got a backup channel, why wasn't my house growing? Not putting much time into it. I really did not have the opportunity or the time with work to put into my channel. Hillbilly Josh, welcome. I was growing at over 100 channels a month prior to going back to work. I was not working for a period of maybe 6-7 months because I've been retired and I get retirement. But I went back to work for the school district that I used to work for. And having a full-time job working for the school district, I did not have the time to put into my channel. Little Lone Prepper, good evening, Little Lone Prepper. So if you have not subscribed to Yoda Vintage Cards, my friend Dave from Georgia. He is engaged to Living My Best Life at 60 Echo. Dave and Echo. I encourage you to subscribe both of those channels. And if you've got a backup channel, please subscribe them with your backup channel. Dave will certainly subscribe you. That way you grow together. Dave, have you reached out to all the Modern Day Breakfast Club? According to, how many did he say there were? According to Bert, there are about 160 members of the Modern Day Breakfast Club. This is the last time I talked to him. 30 support and 10 core members. So, if you have not, you might want to reach out. Evelyn Official, welcome Evelyn Official. Welcome Evelyn Official. Okay. I've got lists of channels I could subscribe to that I'm pretty sure would subscribe you back. I've got a list that I had of about 200 channels that I never did, that I took down, that was given information on, and I've never hit that list up. I'm sure probably some of those people are subscribed to me now, and I'm subscribed to some of them, but I've got a list I need to go back through. And if I can help you hit that 1,400, Dave, I certainly will. Dave's trying to catch me. He's catching me. He's catching me. I was going about 200 ahead of him. Now I'm about 150 ahead of him. The way things are going, he'll probably pass me. There have been a number of channels that have passed me. Uh, 13 The House Living Likes. If you have not left a like to support the channel, please do so. It will help me with the algorithm, I'm told. Uncle Al, the Bullfrog, welcome. I'm sorry. I am tired. Been a day. So, I have been talking with folks. I talk with folks all the time. I talk with folks I work with. I talk with folks that I used to work with. I talk with folks I meet. And a lot of people are concerned about the way things are. They're concerned about the blue cities. People talk about the zombie apocalypse. You know, the zombies. And, you know, I've got a scenario for you. I understand, Uncle Al. I understand. Yeah, it's great. It's cool. So as I was saying, I have a scenario for you. Now, you know, most people that get involved in prepping preparedness, they go through a hurricane or they go through some sort of storm. You know, they go through periodic power outages. The area across from my school this morning was out. There's a light in front of my school. Got roads running along both sides, major roads running along both sides of my school. And that light was out. So they had placed, and this apparently happened last night when we had a storm, they had placed stop signs out in the road, all directions, so that people knew, and it was dark, people knew four-way stop. The apartment complex across the street from my school, no power. Power went out supposedly maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. That area did not have power. Power lines were down someplace. And it was maybe 7 o'clock in the morning when they sent out a crew to try to fix it. So they were without power for several hours before they started working on it. I was talking to one of my parents who lives in that apartment complex right across the street from my school. She said her husband had woke her up and say, well, you know, the alarm's not going to go off. Well, I got the alarm on my phone, you know. So she said she got ready for work in the dark. You know. That happens. There are power outages. People have to be ready. The Oracle's channel. Welcome, Oracle. Everybody, please reach out to the Oracle's channel. If you are not connected, please connect with the Oracle's channel. Connect, 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 grow together. So, you know, having power outages and being in the dark makes you think. Now, what got me really involved with modern day prepping, about 6 years ago, we had a hurricane come through Victoria. First time since I've lived here that we'd had a hurricane. It came through 130, 135 mile an hour winds, tore everything up, knocked out the power for about a week, knocked out the water for about 3 days. No power for the pumps, the water wasn't on. You know, I had a refrigerator, I had a freezer in my garage. I lost all that food. Power was out for a long time. So after that happened, and mind you, I didn't have any power stations, any solar power, or any of that stuff at the time. I had to go to my car to charge my cell phone, which I really didn't have any cell phone coverage for a couple of days because there was no power to the towers. It was not in a very good situation. Now, I did have a propane grill that we barbecued and we cooked propane. I had a couple of 20-pound tanks. So we were able to, I had bottled water because I've always drank bottled water. So we had bottled water. But it was sort of rough. We had some candles. So after that happened, wake up call David Lynn, I started being prepared. I started buying things. Um, I retired after that school year. In that following year, we spent a year remodeling the house. And when I remodeled and we gutted out the kitchen completely, and I built I built stuff myself. I had the tools to, you know, I built nice cabinets. Well, I put 8 panels on my patio roof, wired it in through the attic, wired it in through the open walls, and I have power into my kitchen where I've got a battery bank underneath one of my cabinets that I built. And I'm getting ready to upgrade to lithium. Had AGM cycle. Now I'm going to upgrade to lithium. The thing about lithium is you can drain it all the way without hurting it. With AGM, you can only drain it down to 50%. Hope you enjoy your dinner, or hope you enjoyed your dinner. I hear you. I'm usually up at about 5. Happy birthday. Nine in the house, 22 minutes in, 12 likes. So I started prepping. And yeah, we had canned food. We didn't starve. We have a pretty good sized pantry. We had a pretty good sized pantry and a lot of stuff that, we lost some stuff, but then we had a lot of canned goods. And we had plenty of bottled water. But I started purchasing and started buying preps. We always had camping gear. We've always camped, and we've always had camping gear and tents and sleeping bags and all that stuff. But when you're at home, you don't need to worry about that. You're not going to go out and pitch a tent outside the backyard, you know. Uh, Ouch. The young heal faster than the old. So anyway, so I started, becoming prepared, and I started reading about prepping. I started watching channels about prepping, and I started communicating with people. I started learning. See, I was a scout back in the days for a couple of years, and my father was old school, old school. I remember he told me the story about how he went with his father to buy their first car back in I guess it would have been like around 1930ish. Says father paid with gold coins. Up until that point, they had horses, and they still had horses, and they had wagons and a carriage, for finer occasions. And we're talking back almost 100 years ago. But I started trying to acquire things that would help out if the power goes out. I started buying AGM. I bought a Gold 0400 AGM. I bought spare AGM batteries for it that you could chain together. I bought 12-volt appliances. I have 3 12-volt fans. If the power goes out and I need to use a fan, I got a fan. It uses very little power, about 25 watts an hour. And it gives you a nice breeze. I bought a 12-volt kettle. I bought a cook pot, 12 volt. I bought alternate means, you know, a smaller propane grill, one that uses butane. I bought all sorts of stuff that if the power goes out, it's not completely the Stone Age. And I inventoried what I have. It's important to inventory. No. Take care, Verna. It is 10 in the house, 12 likes. It is important to know what you need, to learn what you need. You need some books too, because, well, I like to use my Kindle, or I like to, I read online or whatever. Well, that's cool, but what happens if you can't read online? What if the internet is down? And trust me, the power goes out, the internet's down. You gotta think about stuff like that. So it's a good idea to develop a little library of books. Most everybody owns a Bible. They'll own a print Bible. Well, that's good. You need a good Bible. You need a study source. Like a Haley Bible Handbook for referencing and such. Having a good dictionary. You want a good dictionary, like a Webster. Good to have books on medicine, backyard medicine, books on prepping. It's all important stuff. Good to have. Good to have. Read. We don't read anymore. We get everything off the internet. You get your little, and I'm guilty of that too. I get the blurbs. I have some internet sources that I use that are, instead of videos, they're print. So you're reading print. Welcome back. "29 minutes in, 10 in the house, 12 likes." So, for those of you who are wanting to get started in prepping, you need to start out, get yourself a notebook. You can get these little books for $1, Walmart. When you learn something new, write it down. Make a list of what you need. Shop your list. Make a budget. If money's fairly tight, I understand that. Budget for prepping. Now, to get yourself started, rookie prepper, what Uncle Al would refer to as a youngling. He's graced me with the title Padawan. Padawan learner. Okay, He likes to use the Star Wars. So start out with a couple of, and just set this stuff aside. Start out with a couple of cases of bottled water. Set aside. In an emergency, you've got drinking water. Then set aside some food. Stuff that's easy to eat. You know, get a couple of boxes of protein bars, some oat bars. Get a means to heat water. The gas is out, the electricity is out. How are you going to heat water? Well, a cheap way to do it this is like 11 bucks, 11, 12 bucks. And get your supply of matches. They're not expensive. Acquire some Sterno. $7 for these 2 cans. Sterno. You can burn it inside. I like Safe Heat. Canned heat. Get a 12-pack of this over at Sam's for $20. These burn for 6 hours. You can turn them on and off. It takes 15 minutes or less to boil water. Get you some oatmeal, instant oatmeal packs. You buy a 10-pack, $1.85. A couple of packs of oatmeal and a cup of coffee is a meal. That's breakfast. What's lunch? Well, if you're going inexpensive, ramen or some soup. Chili. Get yourself a couple of cases of chili. You pay a couple of bucks a can of chili. A 15-ounce can of chili is a meal. Get you some crackers. You pay about $1.50 for a pretty good sized box of crackers. Get several of them. They support a meal. You can get the Hormel Completes or Dingy Moores, it's like an 8-ounce main like you'd find in a ration, a military ration or a humanitarian ration. They're like $2.25 to $2.50 a piece. Get yourself a couple of dozen of those. Buy a few along, set them aside. They'll last for years. When you're ready to eat them, and mind you, the microwave's not working, because if you had the microwave, it'd be a minute in the microwave. Instead, put it in a pot of water that you're heating. Put it in a pot of water. Heat it. That way you got a hot meal. It's not expensive. So what does it cost you to eat a day? Oh, less than $5. You can eat on less than $5 a day. And that's having one of those dingy moors, say for supper. Having a can of chili. And having a couple of little oatmeals. You get 7 sticks of coffee for $1. A little over $5 maybe. So let's say you're going to do that, and you can get varieties of stuff. You don't have to, it doesn't have to all be chili. You can mix and match. I eat oatmeal just about every day for breakfast. Some days I will get a taco, or I get tacos. Most of the time I eat oatmeal. I go to school in the morning, I eat oatmeal. That and a couple of cups of coffee, I take my medication. KP Heathen, welcome KP Heathen. Belinda, Belinda's Country Living. Hello, Belinda. You know, most people these days carry backpacks. I've got several of them. Keep one in the vehicle. Gave one to the wife, gave one to the kid. And it's like a carry bag. It's got essential stuff in it. Is it a bug out bag? Not really. Where am I going to go to? All my stuff is here. Everybody's going to bug out to the woods. Please. Stupid. Not bright. Well, I'll go out and live in the woods with your wife and your little kids. Think about that. Now, if you got a cabin and a water well and you got power out there, you got a garden, you got a pretty good pantry, got some animals, chickens and goats and whatnot, and you're prepped, you can go out in the woods, basically out in the country. But the idea of going out in the woods, nope. Lots of ticks, bugs, ticks, fever, disease, death. Who knows? You may be raped by Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever you want to call it. $37 in, 11 in the house with 13 likes. If you haven't left a like, please, if you would like to support the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. Yes, Uncle Al has, that's a good idea, Uncle Al. Learn to drive or ride a bike. Matter of fact, you can get a three-wheeler. A lot of people, they're concerned about their ability to balance. You can get a free three-wheeler. You can get a four-wheeler, but a three-wheeler is fine. You know. My bug-out bag is in my Toyota Tundra. That's a good truck. Always loaded, including water and food, and it has a 38-gallon fuel tank. That's good. It's always good to have a little supply of if you take medication, have a little supply of medication with you. You can put it in your first aid kit. I really need to do a trauma or first aid kit. I really need to do an updated video on that to go over some of the things that you need to put in it. And mind you, I've got a pretty good sized plastic cubicle right behind me that's full of medical stuff. Your normal first aid kit's a boo-boo kit. There's a lot of stuff you need to add to it, and I probably need to do a video on that. Well, I'm glad I'm glad you're free of that. Chicken wings are good. I love chicken wings with ranch sauce, ranch dressing. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. But inventory what you have. Inventory what you have. Get a list of what you need. Compare your needs with your inventory. And what you don't have, start shopping it. Where do you shop? Well, look for deals on clearance. Stores often have overstock. They're trying to clear out stuff. You can get a lot of good stuff on clearance. I bought tons of stuff on clearance preps. Go to a thrift store. Go to a dollar store. They got Dollar Tree, Dollar General, a Family Dollar. They got dollar. You know, inexpensive stuff. And you can buy preps. You can buy stuff. You can buy preps. You know. Going to, you know, like Goodwill. Going to Salvation Army store. Going on weekends to garage sales. Saturday mornings, go hit the garage sales. And have a list of what you're looking for. Look for that, you know, look for stuff. When you find it, if it's reasonable, buy it. You can get a lot of good stuff at garage sales. Estate sales. Get the listings for estate sales. Get the little, there's a little, you can get the notifications for estate sales. Look in the newspaper. People oftentimes will advertise stuff in the newspaper they're wanting to get rid of or they want. If you have what's called an ad sack or a penny saver, you know. Shop. Buy stuff when it's marked down. I always look for deals. And I can cite lots of examples of stuff that I bought. You said, you paid that for that? Yeah, I did. Those $40 72-hour ReadyWise food kits that they were selling. And they marked them down a little bit. You can get a little bit cheaper now. I paid $9 for mine. They were trying to get rid of them on clearance. I bought 20 of them. Yeah, I put out $180 with tax and put it right at $200. You know. But how much did I save? And they last for 30 years. The stuff's good for 30 years. It's got a selection of stuff. It's got whey milk in it. You know, it's got different stuff. And I bought buckets on sale. Wisdom, welcome Wisdom. Let me look at your channel. 366 subscribers, 88 videos. Hey, guess what? You just picked up another subscriber. Let me share you out on my channel. This is Wisdom's channel. Wisdom, let me give you standard moderator. Welcome, my friend. We will grow together. Everybody connect to Wisdom. Hey, Wisdom, my friend Yoda baseball cards. He's just a few short of 1,400. Would you please subscribe him? I encourage you to subscribe everybody in here. They're all good channels. And you subscribe them, they will subscribe you. And I will plan on being over. Your WIS 327. Oh, and you live stream. Well, that's good. And you do some community posts. That's good stuff. Good stuff, Wisdom. Some nice shorts. Well, I'm from Texas too. We're both from Texas. We're at in Texas, Wisdom. I'm in Victoria. Oh, you're down the valley, McAllen. Okay. You're along the border. How's it down there right now? You know, it's the valley, the Texas Valley is blowing up with growth. They are building down there like you would not believe. You're probably about 6 hours south of me. Yeah, I can imagine it's bad with all of the border crossers. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of crime. They come through, they're stealing people blind. I understand. Not good at all. Not good at all. Well, I'm glad we're meeting. You need to Mexico. Yes, bad Mexico. I used to love to go to Mexico. Love to go to Mexico. One of my favorite places is Progreso. Hadn't been down there in a long time. When I was a lot younger and had hair, I used to go down there all the time. I'd go across the border to buy curios, drink beer, eat. Listen to the mariachis. Good stuff. Mike Crusher Reviews. I hope you are connecting with the channels in here, Wisdom. They're all good channels. You connect with them, they will connect with you. That way, everybody grows together. Connect. I started out with 1,549. I'm still at 1,549. Had a couple of new channels come through, which I have connected with. Hopefully they will return the favor and connect with me. I'd like to get over that 1,550 hump. "49 minutes in, 13 in the house, and 15 likes. If you have not done so, please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Wisdom, I went over and I watched one of your shorts. I left you a like and a supportive comment identifying myself as a new subscriber. Please return the favor. Yeah, they will rob people. It's not safe over there now. Not safe. And you've got a lot of the drug cartels. You know, it's not safe. I used to walk across, I drive across. I hated driving across because they always jacked with me, wanting to search me coming back. Why, I don't know. Drove a nice car. They'd always want to, it used to piss me off. They'd want to search my vehicle. They'd have a dog, and the dog must have smelt something or other. I run over some poop or something or other. Had a little poop on the tire, and the dog, set the dog, set the dog off. Oh Lord. Never got messed with coming up from Sarita. You go through the Sarita checkpoint. Never been messed with. Never been messed with going through Sarita. Going down, they don't stop you. Coming back up, you got to go through the checkpoint. Thank you for like number 16. I appreciate it. Yeah, the dog smells the tacos. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I'm having a good time. It's funny. It is funny. So my friend Dave, he should be getting his box Thursday. It's not a big box. I put 2 of the Cholulas green sauces because he likes green sauce, and it's not that spicy. And I put 2 of the jalapeno sauces in a box I sent my friend Dave, who is in Georgia. He sends me stuff, I send him stuff. And in exchange of gifts, I guess, pleasantries. Alacaneda, I will try to come by and give you some love this evening. If you're not connected to Alacaneda, please connect to Alacaneda. I am curious, young lady. Oh, Lord. Alacaneda's got 1.38K subscribers. I can remember when she just hit 1,000. This young lady's channel is growing. If you are not connected, Wisdom, connect with Alacaneda. She will connect with you. You support her, she will support you. And this is her channel. I am jokingly taking applications for someone to ride shotgun on my live streams. I need somebody to link channels for me, run interference. Hacks with Shakira. Hacks with Shakira. Welcome, my friend. Hacks with Shakira has 1.64K subscribers. I am subscribed. I will put a link to her channel. But I will also point out to you that everybody in here right now has a blue wrench. So you can basically subscribe anybody who's on my live stream right now. I encourage you to subscribe each other. Butter chicken. Looks good, Shakira. This is a new one. Well, making the first comment on this short. And the second like. Left you a supportive comment and a like on one of your shorts, Shakira. One of your recent ones. It only had like 24 views. Sometimes we do a short and we don't get that many, and the next one blows up on you. And that happens. $13 in the house, 17 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. Here's somebody new coming in. Andrew, Vallejo channel. I have 118 subscribers, 52 videos. I have not been subscribed, but I am now a subscriber. Welcome to my channel. Let me write down your information. Let me share you out. This is a link to Andrew's channel. Andrew, you are now a moderator on my channel. Welcome. Thanks for coming in, Mike. Appreciate you. Have a blessed week. I owe you some views. I'm behind. Oh, you like Folgers Classic. The good stuff. Folgers Classic Roast. I'm looking at your short right now, Andrew. Just left like number 8. Left you a supportive comment and a like. I love Folgers Classic. Good stuff. Good stuff. You're in Donna, Texas. Okay. A good place to be. Andrew, if you will reach out and connect, they will reach out and connect with you. Another one of my new friends this evening is Wisdom. Connect with Wisdom. Wisdom lives down in McAllen along the border. Connect. That way everybody grows together. And I'm sitting at 1,550 subscribers right now. Yeah, I live in Victoria, Texas. I'm in Victoria. So I'm a little bit north. No, I do not know Blessing Girl. That's not one of the channels that I'm familiar with. But I will tell you that a lot of good people come through here. Oh, so that y'all will know, I'll put a post on my community wall, but I will not be live streaming tomorrow. I've got a I've got a training tomorrow afternoon after school. We normally do faculty meetings, and I normally don't have a problem live streaming. But I've got training tomorrow. It'll be late. They're going to be training for STAR testing. And for those of you who are new, I am an educator. I put 30 years in education, retired principal. After I retired, I've stayed retired for like 5 years, and I came back this year. Now I'm back teaching middle school behavioral unit. But I will be back on Thursday. I will put a post on my community wall. Those of you who are new friends, I will certainly come by to give you some more support. Please support me. I appreciate likes and supportive comments. Connect. That way we both grow together. And thank you, Rachel. Hey, I gotta go too. Remember, the Scout motto is "Be prepared." My channel is about preparedness, and you know, SHTF may occur, and you gotta be prepared for it. Life is good, but it is what it is. Treat people the way you want to be treated every day. Thank God for the day. Say your prayers, and we'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a blessed day for another edition. Well, not tomorrow, but we'll be back Thursday. Tomorrow we will not be back, and I'll put a post up. Thank you and blessings.